A feeling that is nearly universal to everyone is the repetitive, Groundhog Day like nature of school. The gradual mounting pressure becomes a lot to handle over time, and it causes some people to throw in the towel early from senioritis or even risk a depressive spiral. In order to prevent this from happening, I've gathered a few different pieces of advice that I found especially helpful. Number one, doing something is better than nothing. As a perfectionist, I tend to view things as either a success or a failure with little room in between. However, being able to tick off just one tiny accomplishment on your to do list really helps keep the train chugging, even if it's moving very slowly. Do what you can and try to eliminate emotionally draining tasks during the day if possible. Staying away from the Snapchat drama, or if someone's being difficult, just don't engage with them. Preserve your mental energy. All right, tip number two is move. Movement is the last thing that we feel like doing when all the energy has been sucked right out of us. However, I personally have come to realize that there will always be a reserve tank of energy that gets activated when it's absolutely necessary. So, I would recommend trying to find this reserve tank of energy in yourself and practice engaging it more frequently. You really prove to yourself that you're able to do the difficult things, especially when you don't feel like it. All right, tip number three is fight yourself, or rather, fight the negative thoughts that are pretending to be you. I'm not saying, oh, I'll just think the bad thoughts away. Um, but rather, depression is easier to manage when you can recognize and actively counter maladaptive and negative thought patterns. If fighting all the voices saying, this is terrible, is too much, then sometimes it even helps just to be aware that they're saying it, even if you can't stop it. As someone who has struggled with depression myself, I can definitely relate to just how soul crushing depression can feel. When everything seems like it's too much, I try to find ways to move my responsibilities around and reprioritize to lighten the mental load. What really needs to happen today? Depression is particularly tricky, so definitely take some of these tips with a grain of salt and talk to a professional if you really need it. Yeah, thank you. Hope this helps.